Hi, today I'm going to be speaking to you about drinking and driving among college students. Drinking and driving is an ongoing problem in the United States. It is very prevalent among college students, especially when we do have other forms of transportation available to the public. It's not something that has to be a problem. Motor vehicle crashes are the leading cause of death in the United States, and alcohol-related crashes do account for deaths that total about 50 a day. On average, that's about one death every 31 minutes. Research does reveal that 1 out of every 5 college students do admit to drinking and driving, while another 40% of those surveyed did admit to getting in a vehicle with an impaired driver. I can say from my own experience, I definitely learned a very hard lesson on this subject. I was arrested for drinking and driving about 3 years ago, and it was not one of my proudest moments, but I do feel that it was necessary for me to go through it to understand what the potential consequences are and the dangers that do lie in choosing to drink and drive. The main problem here is that alcohol impaired driving occurs highest in people ranging from ages 21 to 24, which does happen to coincide with the majority of the age range for many college students. Drinking and driving not only endangers the safety of the driver, it also endangers the safety of any passengers or any individuals that happen to be on the road at the time that the impaired driver is on the road. Alcohol use greatly impairs our cognitive abilities as well as our psychomotor skills, so we are not able to make decisions as quickly as if we were sober or register information. Our abilities in our brain do get slowed down from the alcohol, which ultimately affects how we operate a motor vehicle. Drunk driving among college students is common. Studies have found that freshmen tend to drink more than upperclassmen, so they are more likely to engage in drinking more than a junior or a senior. And nearly 1,400 college students do pass away annually from alcohol-related accidents. Studies show that male college students are more likely to engage in risky behavior. Women also engage in it as well, but it does show that it's a bit more dominant in the male gender. More than 110 college students are arrested for drinking and driving every year, so those numbers are pretty high. There are solutions to the problem. My first recommendation is to take a taxi. It's very simple and easy. You just have to make sure you're budgeting accordingly for the night and setting aside some extra cash to, call a cab if you need one. You can also program the number in your phone so it's available to you to access, and this will ultimately reduce your risk of putting your life or the lives of others in danger. You can also have a designated driver and make sure that you do stick to that plan. You can take turns among your peers, rotate weekend to weekend. And if you have been assigned the role of the designated driver, be sure that you are disciplined and you don't consume any alcohol that evening. You can also have a backup plan. This is something that I do. You can notify a family member or friend that you're going to be going out for the evening. And you just know that they're there on standby if for some reason your original plans do fall through. You can call them as a backup. And then this is becoming more common. You can also go to a bar or restaurant that is partnered with a taxi service. Many places now offer taxi services to customers, and what they'll do is they'll cover a certain amount of miles or a certain amount of the tab for you to get home safely. So you do have that option, and it's of no cost to you. So how will college students benefit from this? Number one, it's going to save you time and money. Keep in mind, legal cost of a DUI can range anywhere from $5,000 to $20,000 depending on the severity of the crime. You'll also avoid any jail time that could come as a result of being caught for drinking and driving. And just keep in mind that you're going to keep this off of your record. It may make it harder for you to find employment further down the line with something like this on your record. Also, your insurance rates are going to stay lower. It does eliminate the safety risk, so there are, less impaired drivers on the road. The less that there are on the road, the better it's going to be. It also lowers your risk of causing harm or death to others. This is major. Many people do die every year from alcohol-related accidents, so something to definitely keep in mind. Also, you're going to be setting a positive example for your peers. You're going to be able to show them that you can go out and have a good time and remain responsible. And then just have confidence in knowing that you're doing the right thing. In closing, I do challenge you to create a safer environment for drivers on the road and yourself. I challenge you to take a stand against drunk driving through your actions and your preparation ahead of time and following through to eliminate the possibility of becoming an impaired driver or riding in the car with somebody who could possibly be an impaired driver. Never drink and drive. Thank you.